Cobham race Monday afternoon, the 12th. As the green light goes on, and from barrier 2, a good night. No, won't get across because coming out quickly, Krusty's just whizzed across, and Abbey has Krusty up in front, about 2 lengths clear. From in second spot, a good night. It's well clear of the pole marker, National Draft there. In turn, racing outside them without cover, Courage Thang from Mitchell Frost. It's shading on the inside there at the moment is Mark Pittsdrive Calabria, and last of all going up along the inside will be Ben's on Fire for Stewie Gavis. About to go Indian File as Mitch pulls back on a Courage Thang, and it'll be last of the R6. While up in front, Abbey has Krusty going along nicely. Leads about 3/4 of a length, or a length and a half clear, I should say. The little horse up in front from a good night, leading up the others. In turn there, holding its posse from the pole, was National Draft. On its back in turn there will be Calabria racing second last. Ben's on Fire with not a lot of speed on, and last of all a Courage Thing. So they're like snags at the moment, Indian File, and their nose to tail as they head back to where they started from. And up in front, Krusty found the lead pretty well there, whizzed across, took up the running and able to dictate terms. Leads them in. They've completed one full lap and will be the first to hear the chimes, I'd say, as they come down to get the bell this time. They'll have 1,000 metres to go at the Shepparton track, and on its back in turn is a good night. Just following it in turn, back on the pegs there is National Draft, as they all are. Calabria races third last, then Ben's on Fire and a Courage Thing last to the 6 at the bell. As I said, not a lot of tempo in the race as they head towards the 800 metre peg and held together up in front. Krusty shows the way clear. A good night, I should say, is poised to pounce in second spot. National Draft in third there. In turn, no change in this order of the pattern. Calabria races fourth. Ben's on Fire, and last of all, a Courage Thang. Heading down towards the 600, and these are the leaders. Should have a little bit to offer there. It's been rated well up in front and shows the way clear, although as I speak the thundering hooves of a good night comes to its shoulder now, and he's going to apply the pressure from the 600. Krusty on the inside, a good night about a half a length off it there in turn. Calabria moves up and takes up the posse behind 1-1 there at the moment. National Draft leaders back there trying to get up into that gap there. Further back there, Courage Thing sneaking home the short way, and Ben's on Fire will be the widest of all as they sneak round the corner, and Krusty still giving plenty, been cheeky up in front. A good night's been out in plenty of time to get it and now runs to it. A good night, and here comes Ben's on Fire. A good night, Krusty giving plenty on the inside. A good night, Ben's on Fire down the outside, and Ben's on Fire wins. From a good night, had his head on the side, just beat Krusty for second, I should say. Krusty third. Getting home late along the pegs was National Draft. Back on the back of those horses with Courage Thang, and not far at all was Calabria.